Once employees figure out that they can be at home and have ultimate freedom in terms of how much work they're doing per day, how much time they're spending. Once bosses realize that they don't need to look over workers' shoulders and that workers actually get more done when you're not looking over their shoulders, we're gonna be in such a better spot. Doom and gloom. Those are two words to describe how everyone's feeling right now. I have seen so many people freaking out. And yeah, I've seen some business owners that have lost their businesses, and it's tragic, all right? It sucks when you have to fire people, but also it's an opportunity. Every time I've fired anybody, I've ended up in a much better spot because of it. And think about that. Think about all of the jobs in your past. Have you ever actually been in a worse spot after quitting a job or firing a team member, or even breaking up with someone? Have you ever ended up in a worse spot long term, or do you end up in a better spot? For me, and from what I've seen, you actually end up in a better spot every single time when you end things. So this corona pandemic is actually a great thing for everyone involved. The people getting fired are going to find better jobs, and the people doing the firing are either going to find out those employees were a waste of resources or find better employees. It's a win for everybody. In today's video, I want to talk about the people that aren't in doom and gloom mode. Let's talk about some of the top industries that are actually benefiting from this corona pandemic. Number one is consumer packaged goods. That is anybody in the food business. I just talked to a friend who runs an artisanal chocolate company, and he said they are crushing it. People are buying high-end chocolate even in this pandemic. And that is everyone who makes food. So that is everyone from massive brands like Kraft Heinz to smaller brands like Maggie's Salsa or any of these smaller food companies. All of them are in grocery stores. People are going to the grocery store, they're buying more food, toilet paper, bleach, toothpaste, all the stuff that normally gets bought by humans in day-to-day life is still getting bought, and actually it's increasing. And it's not just canned soup or anything weird like that. It's all consumer packaged goods are up right now. Speaking of which, where are they getting all these CPGs? CPG is consumer packaged goods. Well, they're getting them at number 2, grocery stores. Costco, Publix, even smaller stores are seeing a lot of customers come in, where the local restaurants are getting boxed out and not getting as much business. People are buying boxes of food at grocery stores. Grocery stores are crushing it right now in this pandemic. This video is brought to you by mailrush.io. If you need to send cold emails, or if your current provider isn't allowing you to send cold emails, you must get an account with mailrush.io. With mailrush.io, you can send bulk emailing campaigns on autopilot while avoiding blacklisting problems. Improve your sending reputation with a dedicated IP. And if you sign up with the offer below, they'll include a free customized IP warm-up schedule with your dedicated IP account. And you can get 30% off the first month by using the promo code COLDEMAIL. In addition to that, you can also open a free trial account with a sending credit of 1,000 emails. Check it out, mailrush.io, promo code COLDEMAIL. The third one is pharmaceuticals. So anyone really in the medical industry in general, so people making masks, anybody switching their current factories over to make masks or making hand sanitizer, or basically switching to become a CPG company. If you can make hand sanitizer right now, you're crushing it the same as that chocolate entrepreneur. And if you're making pills like you're in the pharmaceutical industry, you are able to have more access to funding right now as everyone works on vaccines. So that is amazing. The fourth one is teleconferencing. Anyone who does back and forth video chats, people like Zoom, and that includes niche video conferencing. It's not just Zoom. There are niche companies that allow you to talk to a therapist online. Those companies are all gonna be doing good. There are ones that allow you to do remote tours of museums or get access to digital library books. Like anything that requires you to not be in an office is crushing it right now. And those are people that saw the writing on the wall, because offices are dead. Once employees figure out that they can be at home and have ultimate freedom in terms of how much work they're doing per day, how much time they're spending. Once bosses realize that they don't need to look over workers' shoulders and that workers actually get more done when you're not looking over their shoulders, and if they don't, you're firing them and thus benefiting based on what I said earlier. Once it clicks over this pandemic, we're gonna be in such a better spot. And that brings us to number 5. The fifth industry that is doing good because of the corona pandemic is any company that is making it through. So if you follow our recommendations in our other Corona videos, where we talked about having 3 months expenses and selling products to multiple industries so that you're able to get through low sales periods, if you can make it to the other end of this, or even firing everybody on your team and going down to one founder for a while before having to add everybody back or add new people back, if you're able to get through this crisis without killing yourself, if you're an entrepreneur and you don't kill yourself and you don't get a full-time job, you're going to survive this crisis. You're gonna just keep going after. Maybe you start a new company, whatever. You're gonna keep going. If you can get through this crisis, you are now in a position where, let's say, worst case scenario, 50 to 80% of businesses fail, right? Let's say even you're in the digital marketing space. 50% of your competitors are now donezo. Go grab all their clients. Those clients are still gonna want web design, marketing, SEO, PPC. They still exist. Go get those clients, especially if you're working for non-local businesses, which is exactly what I've been talking about this whole time. Go to email10k.com to learn how to do that. Even during this pandemic, you can still be getting massive clients. Lowe's is still paying salaries. Home Depot is still paying salaries. Krispy Kreme, still paying salaries. Even Disney, still paying salaries. If you were a vendor of those companies, you would be fine, especially if you followed our other recommendations and had long-term contracts where they have to pay you to cancel, similar to a rent agreement or a cell phone bill. By the way, I know I'm throwing a lot of words at you. Check out the course, it goes through all of it in detail. Subscribe, and we have a ton of videos in the past that talk about all of this stuff. So to review, what are some of the top industries that are gonna do well in Corona? We got CPG, grocery stores, pharmaceuticals, teleconferencing, and any other small business that gets through the next couple months. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Alex Berman. Subscribe for more content like this. Let me know down in the comments below. What other questions do you have about Corona? Let's get through this together. I know this is a trying time for a lot of companies. Like this video to encourage this type of content, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.